What if your most private memories aren't just in your brain? What if your brain isn't a hard drive, but a transceiver, a two-way radio constantly receiving information from a vibrating universe and uploading your experiences back into it? In a mind-bending exploration of reality, Professor Jiang reveals a secret about consciousness. He explains that you are not just an observer, you are an imprint. Your memories, your joy, your pain aren't just your story. They're being permanently imprinted on the whole experience, changing the universe itself. You think you're just remembering your life? Professor Jiang explains how you are actively creating it.
The point to understand is that everything are just vibrations. Okay, that's all it is. So everything are just vibrations. Now, what happens is that what we need to understand is that if it's vibrations, if it's energy, it's also information. Okay, does that make sense? All right. So what our brains do is, our brains are not independent. Our brains connect to the universe. Okay. So as the universe is vibrating, we're receiving information, and then through our experiences, okay, this vibration allows us to turn it into memories. You understand? We're taking this vibrational information, we're taking our experiences, we're combining to memories. Now, this is really important. The memories now go back to the vibrational force. So our memories are connecting to the universe, and they're being stored in the universe. They're being imprinted in the universe. It's an imprint. And of course, it's no different from the internet, right? On the computer, whatever you write is being stored on the internet. So whatever you do is going to change the internet. And you receive information from the internet, okay? So you're participating in the internet, and you're part of the internet. Okay, and the same thing is happening here. Okay? So everything's vibrational. If it's vibrational, it's information. We take the information and we combine with the experience to turn into memories. The memories then go back to the universe. And so it's as though we can implant ourselves into the universe. Okay? Now, this is hard to understand. So what we've done is every single culture has turned this knowledge into a story that is easy for people to understand. Okay? So I'm going to tell you the story. And this story, this framework, I'm actually using Dante, okay? All right, Dante. What does Dante tell us about the universe? Okay, there's the monad, the one, God, who knows, okay? But it's a source of everything. And so what he does is he vibrates, he emanates, he thinks, he breathes. And this creates vibrational force, right? And this vibrational force creates new forces called dyads. Dyads are pairs. And when the pairs come together and vibrate, they create new things, okay? So this is how creation happens, through vibration, through the combination of different forces, okay? Now, what's important to understand is that as the dimensions go lower, the frequency decreases. So at high, it's really fast, right? It's like, ah! Okay? When it goes low, it becomes low frequency, oh, okay? And eventually, you get a point where matter can be created, okay? So this is spirit, this is matter, and this is the world that we live in, okay? So now the question then is, why is the universe set up in this way? And it has to do with the fact that the universe, the monad, strives for newness, for imagination, for freshness. The problem, though, is that in the spirit world, everything is perfect, everything is eternal, everything is immutable. And so by definition, you can feel no pain. You cannot suffer. You cannot make any mistakes. Therefore, you cannot have any new experiences. Therefore, you cannot have any imagination. So we humans exist in order to solve this problem. We humans are corporal, which all it just means is we have bodies, okay? If you have bodies, you get old, you bleed, you get hurt, you fall down, okay? You feel anger, you feel hate. But this allows us to have an imagination. And the imagination allows the universe to grow, to expand, to vibrate.